Hi guys, just a quick video about what I've been doing with the furibee f36. I've been changing a few things. I did a video a little early last time. I've been changing a few little things. The antenna, this mod on here, what I've done to keep the camera down, and change the hood. So I'm just going to go through them few things that I've done. We'll start with the antenna. The antenna that come with it was very similar to this, shorter, and for some reason it broke off. I don't understand why, because it was a very similar idea of what's here. I struggled a little. I did it around God knows how many times. I was afraid I'd burnt this camera out, to be honest. I got it that hot and God knows what. But anyway, I changed this antenna and it's much better now. I've used it out of a PC. This is actually out of a PC, and I've shortened it and done all the little things with it. You can ask any questions about that. I can talk you through it if you haven't done it, but I'm sure most of you have, and you wouldn't be watching this anyway, I don't think, if you've done it. And it's made the signal a lot better because of the length of it, and I've put the bell back on the end or whatever it's called to get, because the signal was rubbish without it, so that went back on. I've just taped it to the canopy, really, just to stop it wailing around when I crash, because I think that was the problem before. I wasn't running the canopy. There was this gap underneath here, allowing the antenna to be knocked down. Sometimes it used to go in the prop, down in the ducts here, not on that side, it was always this back right one. But anyway, that's the antenna. Ask any questions if anybody wants to know how I did it, or I can even show you. And the next thing is this little tie that I've got around the camera. It holds it down to this M3 tape that I've always run it on, or 3M tape. Well, I've always double-sided stuff. I've always run it on, and it was okay, but every time I crashed, it'd move. The camera would move. I could see the props more on one side. I don't like to see them, but I could, and it was not throwing me out, so I was forever doing, just wastes loads of battery time. So I've found this little, it's off of the like freezer bags. You tie them. They've got wire inside with a plastic protector around them. I've fed that through underneath the quad, throughout, the plastic chassis there, up through underneath, and pulled it to the top. So when I twisted it, it's left this pole sticking up, which protects the two buttons on these crazy ponies. That's what this camera is supposedly called, the crazy ponies. But I actually knocked the back button off for changing the channels, going through the channels, so I don't know if the problem's going to occur with that. But up to yet, I can go through as many as I've got on the goggles and find the channels there. It's always on it. It stops it from flipping the view upside down as well. It's just brilliant. It's made it really, really durable. I didn't dare crash it before. Now it's letting me fly with loads of confidence because this camera has really, really got hold. It does not move really at all. I mean, that's moving all the frame. But that's basically what I've done to improve this, because I was just, as you do, finding problems with as a whole. For £10 that I paid for this thing, it's crazy, really. And then obviously camera £25 and so on. I've actually ordered another quad, and I can just hear somebody in the background going crazy in a car. I don't know if you heard it, but yeah, I've changed the motors in the other quad, but this one is original. Same flight board, same canopy, same motors, same props even. I've melted them a few times there with the soldering iron. That's something else I'm learning as well, the soldering. But the quad is just bog standard f36 furibee. I've just bought another one, and it's exactly the same but orange. So it's not the same, but the same quad, but it's orange. Because I want to do some other things. I want this chassis is just, I've had to file it down here and clip it and do. So I'm going to get a complete new quad for the price of £10 again, I think it was, somewhere around about there. And I'm going to mount the camera underneath here, between the two tunnels. It just makes leaving the foot, I'm getting a mullet canopy as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the camera is going to be mounted between the two turrets here, tunnels, sorry, and it clears well when you land it. I've tried it, I've made sure it fits. So the camera's going to go between there, more low profile. Maybe not need the mullet. I might not do it if I like the mullet hood that I'm getting, what covers the whole camera. I don't know if anybody's seen them. I'll try. I think I will be able to. I'll edit a picture in of the mullet, and yeah. Right, the mullet hood will allow me, I believe, to leave the camera where it is, maybe move it back a little from where it is. I didn't like it in the middle of the quad, but I like it where it is, so I'm going to try and make the mullet hood where I think it's going to end up covering the ducts if I leave the camera there, so that'll be no good. But the mullet hood, it weighs, I think, it says on the advert 5 grams, so I'm not really chuffed about it weighing 5 grams, to be honest. I don't know, anyway, we'll see. I'm going to keep the camera where it is for now, but then obviously, like we've just been saying about mounting it underneath, that'll allow me to just use the full hood, what originally come, which look really good as well. I've cut them now, so I haven't got a full one to show. I've got a new one coming, so we'll have a look at that one at a later date. But yeah, if anybody's got any questions about this antenna mod, well, it's not an antenna mod, it's the same, but how I got around it by using a different material, different antenna. And this little thing here, if anybody, that's really handy if your camera's exposed. Always keep the lens covers as well. I always stick those on, just to stop any, I don't know if it bleaches them with light or what, but anyway, I cover them up and keep them covered. Like any questions, then don't feel free to ask. Don't worry about messaging with loads of questions. I don't mind at all. And we'll talk about what's to be done and what you've got done. And we can have a chat about it. I was talking to somebody on a friend's channel, JT Gravity RC. JT Gravity RC. Yes, he's into these, and he flies the bigger quads as well. So yeah, we could just get on there and have a chat.